y'all, it's Dorothy from Prepping Your Stuff, and I'm super excited to be filming this video because it kind of kicks off my back to school videos, which is absolutely crazy. I still have, when I'm filming this, about 5 weeks left of summer, but I know a lot of y'all move in a lot earlier and a lot of girls are going through recruitment. So if you haven't seen my sorority recruitment do's and don'ts video, definitely go check those out, especially if you're going through recruitment and are a little bit nervous. Hopefully that'll help you out. But today's video is my 10 must bring things to college. So I have a whole packing list on the blog and it'll be one of the first links below. But I thought sharing with y'all what items that I appreciated having the most would be really fun. So this isn't like your computer, which duh, you're gonna bring. These are more items that were personal to my experience that made it just kind of seamless and the transition a lot easier. So here are my 10 must-have things. I have a lot of the things with me to show y'all, but some of them I don't have with me, and so I'll try to insert pictures. Maybe my editing skills will be up to par for that, but I will definitely be linking everything below so that you can go purchase these items if you're interested in having them for your dorm room. And even if you're not moving into a dorm room, just having these items at college has been really fun for me and it's been really useful. These are not items that I was like, oh, why did I bring that? That just took up space. So without me rambling, we'll just get into it and I'll start with item number 1, which is one of the items that I actually don't have to show y'all because I put it in the storage unit at school because I'm planning on using it this year, but it is a desk hutch. Wow, it made it so that I had so much extra space. Storage is one of those things that is a little iffy at college. I went to school and had so much storage, and then coming home I'm like, where do I put all my stuff? But this made it so that my desk was not cluttered. I had plenty of space to keep everything just right where I needed it, and it was perfect. So I ordered mine from a site called Dormco, and mine is just a white hutch with a side panel and then 3 at the top, 3 little slots. And it's the perfect height. It fit perfectly across my desk. I even had a little bit of room to put like a file organizer, and like I said, I'll try to insert pictures. But if not, I'll link the blog post where you can see this below. But it was so nice to have. I could put my textbooks in a different slot. I kept my makeup on my desk. It was so perfect. And it was only like, it was under $50. So I know that they still offer those, and so I'll link them below. And I've actually done a giveaway with them, so definitely check out my Instagram because I know there will be pictures from that giveaway still on there. Wow, was it useful. I have a white one. I'm not sure if they still sell it in white, and they have 2 different styles last time I checked, but they do have it in tan and black, and you could easily paint it. It does come unassembled, but it was so easy to put together. I did it on my friend's floor and it didn't take very long at all. Just follow the directions. They were super explanatory, so definitely a must-have. And I'm using it this year. Used it last year. I know it'll go all the way through college with me. So next up is something that's more of a personal preference, and I used this, well, my roommate had one freshman year and she got me completely hooked on it. So I started using one at home, and then this past year at school I used it, and I still use it at home, and that is a sound machine. This is a lifesaver when you live on a busy hall. Last year I lived on my sorority hall, so that's 42 girls who are always having so much fun and there's always something to do. So it gets a little bit loud, and especially when you're trying to sleep, if you have a big test or you have to study the next day, having this so that you can cancel out the noise is perfect. I also lived right next to the entrance of our building. We were a traffic hall, and so I could hear people getting out at the circle and coming in, and they would oftentimes bang on the door because they forgot their keys. So this drowned all of that out, and I don't think I would have had a very sane sophomore year without this. So we have 2 of these, and the ones I have are from Sleepmate. I'm sure you can get these on Amazon. I'll try to link the same one I have below, but I don't think it really matters the brand, but you can adjust them. Because I lived on such a busy hall, always kept it on the highest setting, and it's just so nice if your roommate's asleep. You go to bed before your roommate. Turning this on kind of cancels out their noise so that they don't have to be so hesitant about, you know, maybe taking a shower at night. So get one of these. It's perfect for college life. Next up is a personal favorite of mine, and if you read the blog, I'm sure you saw my post all about Lead Do a couple weeks ago, and it is their headboard pillow. So this thing is amazing. I'm all about making your room feel homey at school, and so I've always used headboards. I'm making my headboard this year. I used the same headboard the past 2 years. They're perfect. But when I saw that they had a headboard pillow, I thought this was the perfect alternative to making one because this is so functional. It gives you the look of a headboard, and it also is still super plush so that it's usable. So I actually had this as well as my headboard because this one's a little bit shorter, and I use this as a backrest. We use this on the floor for extra seating. It's super durable, and I love the white piping detail, and they have this in so many colors because they have their dorm stuff in so many different colors. So if you're looking to decorate your dorm and are interested in a headboard pillow or any bedding stuff for that matter, you need to check out their site. I will link it below, and I actually have a code that I will put right here that gives you, I think it's 5% off of your order. So if you're interested, definitely use that because it'll make a difference in the cost. But I actually have this in a navy that I'm using this year, and they can monogram them. They are just so amazing. Next up is an item that I feel like could be forgotten, and that is a good tote bag. I also would suggest bringing a good duffel bag, but specifically for this tip, a good tote bag is a must. You never know when you're going to be traveling. You never know when you're going to have to go somewhere and taking your backpack just isn't going to look professional enough. So I brought this tote bag, which is from Barrington Gifts, that I designed. You designed the pattern and the color. I didn't design the shape of the bag, although I wish I did. But this is amazing. I joke that this is going to be my teacher bag because I'm an elementary education major, and so whenever I go to school to student teach, I always take this bag because it's so durable and it's super big to hold everything. So it has these nice leather straps and a leather base at the bottom, and then this is kind of like a canvasy nylon material, and I just chose it in this taupey tan and brown because it would match everything, and it really does match everything. And then you can get it monogrammed right here, or you can get your initials across it, and so I got my initials across it, and I'm dying to get my hands on their big duffel bag, so that would also kind of knock out another item that you need for school. And they have so many different patterns and prints, and they're always releasing new ones that just checking out their site is worth your time because they have so much fun stuff. But this is definitely headed back to school with me. It's gotten a lot of use this summer, and I know that it will last me years. And another great thing is it has a giant pocket in the inside, and I find myself when I'm traveling, I can put all of my cords in here and not have to worry about them. And it also has 3 other pockets, but it's huge, and I just love it. So next up, you may have this item on your list already to bring, but that's a water bottle. I carry a water bottle with me pretty much all the time, especially to class and to work out. If I have a water bottle with me and it has water in it, then I'm going to be more encouraged to stay hydrated. So this is just a Camelback one that I've had for ages, and I think this is their insulated one, and I put a sticker on the front, and I rotate through 4 different water bottles because I'll try to clean them and I just can't go without them. So if you are all packed for college, definitely make sure you have a water bottle with you. It's one of those things that you can buy when you get to school, no big deal, but there's no reason in carrying around Dasani water bottles or disposable ones because you can just as easily use a reusable one, and it'll be a lot easier to fill up on campus at the water fountains than a small whole one would be. So definitely a must-have. So since we're talking about water, I thought I would mention the fact that somehow on college campus there are sprinkles or just monsoons. The bottom lets out and here comes just drenching water. So my next 2 kind of necessities are my rain jacket and my rain boots. These are just hunter boots that I've honestly had since probably 8th grade, and these are just the tall glossy boots. I'll try to link this exact color below so that you can look at it if you want, but these have lasted me so long, and I wear these all the time at school, especially when it rains, because I feel like the puddles just get big and there's no reason to walk to class and just get soaked. So my rain boots and my rain jacket are an essential. I don't have my rain jacket with me because it's actually in the car so that I'm always prepared while I'm at home in case it rains, because afternoon showers all summer long. But if you don't have some rain boots or a rain jacket, then definitely think about investing in a quality pair because they will last so long and keep you dry. Next is about the bathroom. So I have had community style bathrooms for the past 2 years, which is totally fine with me. I don't have to clean it, I don't have to buy my own toilet paper, no big deal, but that also means community showers, and I lived on a traffic hall, as I mentioned. So there's the Greek village sort of thing at Furman, and all the sororities are stacked on top of each other, and then adjacent to that, all the fraternities are stacked on top of each other. So the sophomore pledge classes of all of those different organizations are just right there, and they use the door right by our hall to come in and out, and my room was right next to that entrance door. So the only time that got a little bit awkward is when I was headed to the shower. So I used this last year and the year before. This is just a towel wrap, like a shower wrap. And I got this one for graduation, and it's so cute. It has this ruffle on it, and then it has my monogram, and it has a pocket. But this makes it so much less uncomfortable when someone walks by as you're walking to the shower, because you're completely covered up. You don't have to worry about like your towel falling off and you running into someone. I don't know. These are just things that crossed my mind. But I've used this the past 2 years, and I also love using this when I'm getting ready to like go somewhere. I hate being in clothes and like hot while I'm blow drying my hair, so I'll put my towel wrap on and then blow dry my hair and get ready and then put on an outfit, which doesn't completely relate to this tip, but it's great for that as well. So my towel wrap is a must, and also cheap shower flip-flops. I would not recommend using community showers without flip-flops. I just think that's kind of disgusting. So if you do that, I'm sorry, but maybe you'll rethink it and start to use flip-flops. But you can get them at like Old Navy, Target, all over the place. They're like $2. So definitely get a pair and put them with your towel wrap and your towels so that you'll be set to go. Next up is an item that I don't actually have to show y'all, but I really need to get on top of it and go get some, but that is command strips. Command strips are pretty much the only way you can adhere things to the wall at school. I know a lot of universities are really hesitant to let you put like thumbtacks or anything like that on the wall, so pretty much everyone wants you to use command hooks, and they have the hooks, they have the sticky stuff, they have everything. I went with an assortment my freshman year, and I probably ended up using all of them by the end of it, and so I stocked back up sophomore year, and I really need to stock up this year. They are awesome, and you definitely want to have those on move-in day, and you want to have them pretty accessible because you'll want to put your bedding down, and then you'll want to hang stuff up because that makes it feel more like home. So put those at the top of your pile when you're packing your car, and you can thank me later because those things are actually lifesavers. Okay, so we're almost done, just 2 more things, and this one may just be my favorite. It is a planner, and I kind of match it. That was not planned, although with a planner you'd think it would be. It doesn't really matter what type of planner you use. This is one I got from Target. I'm still waiting for my Lily one to come in. I know a lot of y'all want an agenda organization video or like a planner review, so if you do, give this video a big thumbs up. Let's see if we can get it to like 215, and I'll try to film that for y'all. This one is a weekly and monthly planner, so it has just like the weekly overview and the monthly overview, and I swear by planners. I don't think I would be able to make it to my classes and get all my homework done or anything if it weren't written down in here. So if you're not an organizer, I think college is a great time to start. I know that I would just be a mess without mine, so definitely try to get a planner. You can get them at Target, Staples, Office Max, Office Depot, pretty much anywhere. So go grab a planner and start using it because it will make your college life and time management so much easier. Last but not least is a lamp. So I would recommend getting a desk lamp and a bedside lamp. It kind of depends on how big your room is. So if your space is like minuscule, don't get both. You don't need both. But some sort of like clip-on lamp or table lamp is necessary. I have gotten this one from Pottery Barn Teen that I just love, and I love it because it's super bright. Obviously it's not plugged in right now, so I can't show you that, but it also has these USB plugs on the back, so I can easily charge my phone right there at my desk. You don't have to get a nice fancy one. You can honestly go to Target or Walmart or just about anywhere and find one that is cheap and perfect for your dorm room. I loved having a light because in case my roommate wanted to go to bed earlier than I did and I'm staying up in the room and studying, it was super convenient to be able to flip off the overhead light and just turn on that light so I'm not disturbing their sleep and I can still study in the room if I'd like to. So to be courteous and to use because it makes it feel cozier, a lamp is great. So those are my 10 must-bring things for college. I'll be sure to link the blog post below so you can check that out if you want to see it written out. And I'll also be sure to link my complete college packing list, which is up on the blog already, below so that you can check it out in case you're headed off to college this year. Please leave any video requests, comments, anything below because I love to hear from y'all and I try to respond to those. So in the meantime, you can find me on social media, which is also linked below, and on my blog, www.preppinyourstep.com, and I look forward to talking to y'all soon. Bye!